What's up guys, Zeenigami here. Let's go through the Chaos Difficulty Marco Coliseum. Stage 1 or round 1 of Marco Coliseum is going to be against Kimono Luffy. Kimono Luffy has 3.56 million hit points and he will blow away a character every single turn. If you don't know what blowing away is, it's a mechanic where one of your characters will just be out of the fight forever. You don't get to attack with them, you don't get to do any with them. The only thing that remains is socket abilities. Socket abilities do not change once you start the round, or once you start any stage. It's fixed forever. So if you have level 5 heal per turn, you will keep that level 5 heal per turn for the rest of the stage, even when your characters get blown away. However, you will lose your health. Now, Kimono Luffy won't attack you, and he will not blow away a character while he's delayed. So one of the best things to do is just use Golden Pound Usopp, make sure you delay him and kill him in those 4 turns. As long as you can kill him in 4 turns, you can use any team you want, double Mihawk Slashers, or a strong, quick team. However, the cutest way to beat him is to just bring Sentomaru, because Sentomaru's sailor ability says he cannot be blown away. So you just kill him, because he can't kill you. It's a very stupid team, but it technically works. You're just going to take a very long time, especially since you basically deal no damage. Stage 2 or round 2 is going to be against Jabra. Jabra has 1.56 million hit points. He'll preemptively attack you for 4,690 damage, and he'll boost the attack of everyone on his side for 10 turns. He attacks for 7,600 damage, and all the units around him attack for 7,000 damage too. Just use Golden Pound Usopp and kill him. But remember that he will revive himself once he dies. Not the units around him, just him. So using a Shank special ability and 1,000 Slaying to kill all the wolves around him. And gonna take our time using Golden Pound Usopp to kill him the first time around. And then once he revives, we're gonna use Gil Tesoro and Momonga and Sabo to actually kill him. Now you can replace Momonga with like Impact Out Usopp and then use someone else to delay. Like you can use Diamante to delay too, in which case you can also have Diamante's special ability do damage to all the wolves and take them down. You can just focus yourself on Jabra. And those are just examples of switches you can make. Still highly recommend bringing like Doflamingo and Sabo because they're super duper good. Since Jabra will revive, and we will keep our special abilities active, using Sabo in that stage to kill him. And then we're going to kill him in 1 turn once he revives, because if he attacks us, we were not going to have a great time anyways. I just want to kill him in a single turn. It's only 1.56 million health still, even when he revives, so it's not too much trouble, especially if you have Sabo's special active. It's a pretty easy kill. Gil Tesoro, a pretty good Psy captain. If you can use Psy cerebral characters, then you'll get plenty of action out of Gil Tesoro. Round 3 is going to be Hannibal. Hannibal has 3.52 million hit points, and he'll preemptively silence. That means you cannot use the special abilities of any non-strength characters for 10 turns. I'm bringing Golden Pound Usopp here on this team to help me stall because we are using a Blackbeard captain. I don't want to actually take any hits. Not intentional, but I do take a hit from one of the characters here, which means we get to use Blackbeard to reflect damage back and kill some of the characters around Hannibal. Hannibal will not attack you until either turn 3 or until all the fodder units around him die, so don't kill the fodder units too quickly. If you can leave 1 or 2 alive, then you can take some free shots at Hannibal and bring him lower before you need to burst him. And then you can use another special ability. For example, I'm going to use Log Luffy later on, and then kill the characters around him, and then kill Hannibal on that same turn. But when he does attack, he'll attack every 2 turns for 11,000 damage. And once he gets below 20% health, he'll have a huge defense boost for 5 turns, making him very, very difficult to heal. Now, all the fodder units around him have about 100,000 hit points or 120,000 hit points, and it'll attack you for 3,500 or 7,000 damage, depending on which ones they are. So Log Luffy special takes him down pretty quick. Shiki to boost some driven character specials, or driven character attacks, which is mostly just himself and Blackbeard and Kid. Kid empties all my sockets, and then Kuma gives me guaranteed orbs. Kid also gives us the benefit of also dealing strength damage to characters around him. So if Log Luffy special didn't kill everybody, Kids certainly would. Then good, great, perfects with Log Luffy, and we'll take down Hannyabal. You don't have to use Log Luffy, Blackbeard. You can use any strong strength team against Hannyabal, really. Just try to kill the characters around him before they attack you and kill Hannyabal with the rest of the damage. Round 4 is gonna be Monet. Monet has just under 4 million hit points, and she'll preemptively despair both of your captains for 5 turns. She'll make non-side characters' orbs into badly matching orbs, and she'll lock the upper right, the middle left, and the bottom right sockets for 2 turns. Which means you only get a couple sockets. Bring someone who removes despair and have high anti-despair sockets. Very, very important for this fight. So you want to bring someone like Ein who removes despair by 3 turns and have at least level 2 anti-despair. Monet will also cut your current hit points by 30% every single turn, even while she's delayed. But if she were ever to attack you, she'll reapply her preemptive attack. That means she will despair your captains for 5 turns again, and she'll give your orbs badly matching again, and she'll lock your orbs for only 1 turn. But she'll do that every single time she attacks. So be very, very careful. If you leave Monet and she attacks you, you're not gonna do very well at all. But we're going to use a Shiki driven team. Fujitora will help cut our health down a lot. And whenever we burst, remember that Fujitora makes your tandem and food orbs count as matching orbs. So here I can use Fujitora to give me, or Doflamingo to give me all matching orbs, with Fujitora activating 2 of those special abilities. Doflamingo boosts those orbs, and Shiki is a nice type booster for driven captains. Monet goes down pretty easily. But compared to this one, next fight's a lot harder. Round 5 is gonna be against Monet and Marco. Monet will be, of course, on stage 4, so you only get 3 turns to stall. Use that Golden Pound Usopp early, but make sure you have him ready for Monet. Monet will once again do the exact same things as she does on round 4. She will still despair both your captains for 5 turns. We're going to be bringing level 3 anti-despair on this team, because we're gonna go ahead and just try to beat her without removing that despair, just taking 2 turns of despair. We're gonna use Sabo Special early. You can also use him later, but Sabo Special we want to use because it is not really affected by whether or not your captains are despaired. You still do the exact same damage from Sabo, but you can just hit all your perfects here. Make sure you have your 2-year anniversary ace on either the middle right or the bottom left rows, or else you'll guarantee that he's going to have badly matching orbs. If you put him in the middle right or the bottom left, you at least have a chance of that 2-year anniversary ace of getting a matching orb on one of the rounds, which makes Monet much easier to kill. Log Luffy special will kill all the girls around Monet, so that way you don't have to worry about them. And if you do get a matching orb on your ace, then you can kill her on even that turn that we just bursted, which is the idea behind using Sabo on turn 2 to kill her on turn 3 if you get a matching orb. But unfortunately we do not, so we're going to have to take that 4th turn to kill her. The reason we want to not take that turn is because we don't want to take the extra turns of that % health cutting damage. You'll notice that the debuff goes away whenever you go into Marco. Marco will deal 5,000 damage to us as soon as we get there, and he'll heal for 300,000 damage every turn, even while delayed. If you have more than 4,200 or 4,130 health, you can use Duval to tank the first hit from Marco and then kill him the next round around. But I do not have that much health. I don't want to hope for recovery orbs. And we got some good orbs here, so we're going to try to burst him down in a single turn. Remember, Marco does have 3.22 million health. So even with a Duval cut, that is going to be a pretty significant amount of damage. And remember that Ace is only boosting our free spirit, or Sabo and Ace only boost our free spirit characters. So Doflamingo here is not actually dealing that much damage. Even though he is a Dex character, Log Luffy is a better choice for our matching orbs here. Hit that good, great, perfect, and we'll take him down without too much trouble. If you get him below 30% health, he'll attack you for 25,000 damage. A little bit painful. Marco is a pretty good character. Marco's captain ability will boost the attack of powerhouse characters by 2 times, and he'll recover a variable amount depending on how many powerhouse characters you have on your team. With a full set of 6 powerhouse characters, he'll heal you for 2.5 times his recovery every single turn. It's not as much as an Enel captain boosts or heals you, but it is nice if you pair him up with, for example, a powerhouse captain like Rob Lucci, who doesn't get to heal. So not as much damage and not as good as, for example, Rare Recruit Sanji, but he is a pretty good free-to-play captain for a powerhouse team. His special ability, just like Rare Recruit Sanji, boosts the attack of powerhouse characters, but only by 1.5 times at stage 2, but he also shuffles non-matching orbs. So you have matching orbs, those stay, and any other orbs are randomized to any other socket. Guys, that's Coliseum Marco Complete Guide. I hope you enjoyed him. I hope you can get him. My name's Zeenigami. Thank you so much for watching, and y'all stay beautiful.